There's a term Louisville police have floated around for weeks, and today they are finally talking about the department's new non-fatal shooting squad. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez joins us now in studio on how this will be changing the role of homicide detectives at future crime scenes. Isaiah?
Well, Brooke, since 2020, LMPD has started to phase out the practice of having homicide detectives investigate non-deadly shootings. Now they're going a step further, creating a designated unit for every one of those investigations. So far this year, Metro Police have looked into 201 non-fatal shootings, a slight increase from this time last year. Interim Police Chief Jackie Gwen Villarreal says her idea was to merge the designated non-fatal detectives from each of the 8 divisions into one team. She believes it will have a substantial impact on arresting the primary drivers of Louisville's murders.
I had experience with this before in my law enforcement career in the previous department that I was over with in that particular unit. So I know the value in creating this particular unit, and I'm hoping to see some great results from this creation.
And the non-fatal shooting squad will work with our local ATF field division as well. And Brooke, the unit has actually been active for a month now, and we're told they've worked about 40 cases in that time, clearing 6 of them and making 9 arrests, with more pending. Brooke?
Isaiah, thank you. And you'll be following this with your next report beginning at 4 o'clock today. So stay connected through our app and website at WHAS11.com. The Office of Inspector General held its first Community Policing Council Tuesday. The idea is for Louisville residents to weigh in on what they want to see from officers working in their neighborhood. And our Taylor Woods and photojournalist Ian Hardwitt spoke to people attending that meeting.
Inside the Portland Community Center, concerned residents in Louisville Metro Police Department's 1st Division are sharing their concerns with the Office of Inspector General.
Is it within your scope to then go and investigate the other officers and ask why?
The goal to improve the relationship between the community and police.
And maybe to help us solve some of the solutions, some of the problems that we've been having in the city of Louisville between Metro government and the Metro Police for years. Inspector
General Edward Harness brought the idea of community policing councils from his tenure working under the Albuquerque, New Mexico Police Department. The first round of meetings focused on learning what the community wants to see and how they can work with his office.
When we file a complaint, you have to file a complaint. That was the main thing. I don't know if people took that away from it, but you have to file a complaint. You have to put it on paper.
Harness says LMPD was invited but did not attend.
It's disappointing that the department didn't take advantage of this opportunity to engage with the public.
In a statement, the department said, quote, "We appreciate the OIG's efforts at implementing the measures he deems necessary to assist with moving forward towards ensuring constitutional policing and strengthening police-community relationships." They go on to say LMPD supports the OIG's initiatives and the work of his office for a better Louisville. We look forward to more opportunities to continue working with community partners in the future.
Not all of the officers are the ones that are the problem.
Residents in Harness feeling encouraged by the first meeting.
They stated they were going to make suggestions to the department to implement different things to make it better so the community can see it.
As they look ahead to making positive change.
Well, it tells me that there's still a lot of unanswered questions, but there's a willingness to listen and to participate, and that's what we need.
Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now, the Office of Inspector General plans to have community policing meetings in all 8 LMPD divisions. The next one is scheduled for Thursday, June 22nd in the 8th Division. The family of LMPD officer Nick Wilts says he is making remarkable improvements in therapy. In a post on the Metro Police Foundation Facebook page, it said he can now speak in 2 to 5 word phrases more easily and is even making jokes. They say he's also making progress when it comes to standing and walking with help from a harness and rehab staff. Officer Wilts was shot in the head more than 2 months ago while responding to that mass shooting at Old National Bank. His family says this is amazing progress considering his status just 4 weeks ago when he was in the hospital. So much uncertainty at that time. The man who police say admitted to a shooting inside Mall St. Matthews appeared in court this morning. 21-year-old Thrayshawn Fowler Milan pleaded not guilty to assault and wanton endangerment. His bond now set at $250,000. Police say that shooting happened inside a department store on May 31st after 2 groups got into an argument. injuring one person. That shooting caused the rest of them all to evacuate and close early that night. The St. Matthews Police Chief Barry Wilkerson said Milan fired 3 rounds inside Lid's hat store, one of which was fired toward the Dillard's entrance. He called this an isolated incident between 2 people who knew each other.
You know, it's sad today that this can happen anywhere. But I do, again, want to let the public know that we do look at these very seriously. We do take these crimes very seriously in St. Matthews. We're not known for our violent crime, and we don't wish to be known for our violent crime.
Chief Wilkerson said they believe they have everyone involved in that shooting accounted for. A Louisville woman with an extensive criminal history back behind bars, accused of stealing people's identities and credit cards for months. Today, Jessica Whitehouse faced a judge charged with identity theft, among other charges, even waiving extradition for a warrant out of Clark County, Indiana. Police said the 41-year-old went on a shopping spree at outlet malls using stolen credit cards. Her criminal background actually indicates Whitehouse has used other names and stolen cards for the last 20 years. In some cases, court records show she stole identities, signed up for credit cards in those people's names, and then had the cards mailed to a vacant house where she'd be waiting. The Louisville Urban League is asking a judge to dismiss a lawsuit filed by its former president. Kishkumi Price filed that lawsuit claiming she was fired in retaliation for uncovering financial wrongdoing. Her lawsuit alleges the Louisville Urban League misused grant money more than once. The Urban League filed a motion to dismiss that suit yesterday. The organization arguing Kumi Price did not cite any specific policy that the league violated when firing her. The league also claims her firing happened before the alleged misconduct was brought up for an audit meeting. Overall, the league argues there is not enough proof to back up her claims. An attorney for Kumi Price tells us he plans to file a response to this motion, but it is ultimately up to a judge to decide whether to move forward.